Alright, I think I'm live, so welcome back everybody to Resident Evil Remaster for Steam. I'm gonna go back from where I left off. I believe I was gonna go take care of the dog. Actually, just before I started, I was actually kind of getting situated again to figure out what the hell I was doing. Let's see now. Let me just combine a few items here. Alright, I just want to let you guys know as a forewarning, I don't necessarily remember what I said last time, so I might repeat myself a few times here. Apologies beforehand if I do. But I think I shouldn't. Pardon the squeaking, that's my chair. If you hear it, I don't know if you heard it or not. If you didn't, then ignore that statement. Okay. Gotta get situated the controls again too. It's been about 2 weeks or so. I didn't realize this video was in hot demand because apparently there was somebody who commented on my last video saying that he'd like to see more parts of the walkthrough. I don't know because if he needed help or if he was enjoying it. It really doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Anyways, let's get started. So what I'm gonna do next is I've got the dog whistle that, yeah, the dog whistle, that was what it was called, that I got from that one room that I passed by. If you watched the last part, you'll see it. Same room I got the letter from. Oh, here's the story.
Jill.
Oh yeah, I remember. This is the part where he's gonna actually give me some grenade launcher bullets. You'll see some grenade launcher later. I won't be using it for the first part of the mansion. It's a waste of ammo.
Somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
For anybody who's actually played the original,
What about you?
there was another funny translation where Barry actually said instead,
Thanks. I'll take it.
I believe it was like grenade shells or something like that, or acid rounds. They're useful against living things. And while that was probably just a hint at the fact the acid shells do more damage to living things like hunters and stuff like that, it's just funny to think that, oh, a grenade launcher does damage to living things, so do tell, Barry. Well, yeah, what I got there was the acid rounds. I'll be using that in the grenade launcher that I'll be getting from Forrest in a little bit once I get the armor key. Alright, so, wrong button. Yeah, I'm still not necessarily using these controls. Not just because I wasn't playing in a while, but because it's like kind of half-ass backwards compared to the GameCube. Alright, so I'm going to stand right here to make sure I got a choke point. Okay. Come at me. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Don't come at me, please. Oh my god. Fucking wrong button. God damn it. Hold on, let me try that again. There we go. I believe there's two. Yeah, there's a second one. Got it. Okay. Perfect. Oh, there's a collar. Dropped it over here. Yeah, that was my bad. I hit the wrong button. Whoops. Anyways, so we got the collar. And we're going to use this to get the next key, or so we think is the next key. We're going to get a little coin, and then when you press the button, it makes it into an imitation of a key. Now then, yes, get rid of the key. Get rid of the key. No, don't get rid of the key. Get rid of the dog whistle. Alright. I actually might want to unequip this rocket launcher shotgun. Making all levels of mistakes today with my lingo. Probably because I'm exhausted. Alright, so we're going to take this key and... Where was the room again? Hold on. Fuck, where was that room again? Oh, now I remember. Okay, yeah, it was back this way. We're actually going to see our first Crimson Head in just a few seconds here, which I'm going to promptly kill very quickly, because I do not want to deal with it. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it again. Was this door? Door number 1. And watch it not be door number 1. Oh, it was door number 1. Okay, good. Oh. Got these from earlier, apparently. Okay, now watch this. Watch this guy get up. That right there is a Crimson Head. And basically it's a strong version of the zombie that... Remember earlier when I said you want to burn all the zombies or else you're gonna regret it? That's what happens to the ones that you don't burn. They basically turn into that and cause you much displeasure by cutting your throat open with its razor-sharp claws. And it runs at significantly faster speeds. Not fun to deal with, let's just put it that way. So that's why I want to burn the bodies, or else they're gonna all become just like that. And also, you'll notice I'm not reloading the shotgun. There's a good reason why I'm not going to do that. Alright, so here's what we're going to use the imitation key for. As you can see, I'm going to grab that. Block's going to push down, and then something's going to block me in. The shields are going to block me in. And, oh no! Here comes that thing. So, we do the only logical thing. We put an imitation of a key in it. And that went away. If you don't, that's basically an instant kill. No way out of it. You have to use that, or else you die. And yeah, that's the helmets, as I thought. Helmet key we're not going to be having for a long time from now. There is going to be a revisit of the mansion, like I probably said in the last part, so... Some of these doors I'm not going to open, and I'm going to go right for the backyard, and that's because I can't. I can't open them. Now, if I hadn't killed the Crimson Head there, like I did just a few minutes ago, it actually would have been standing right there. And, yeah. He's an asshole, and I don't like him. I'll go the long way, I don't want to deal with him. Could probably just use a quick green herb to patch up any wounds I've gotten. I wouldn't normally recommend that, but there's a lot of green herbs scattered around, and honestly, I'm probably going to have more than what I know what to do with by the time I finish the game. I'm talking like probably 15 to 20 full mixed herbs. Way more than I'm going to know what to do with. Alright, so now that we have the armor key, now we have access to more rooms in the mansion. Which I will be going through soon, but we're also going to be starting the phase 2 of the mansion. First phase was basically the dog whistle, was basically getting to that. And the second wave here is getting the Mass of Evil, which I don't know if you remember my first part. If you had just watched it, you probably will. When I went down into that one lair in the backyard, there was 4 pedestals that I believe I mentioned that one was missing a certain part, and then one was missing all 3 of them. Mouth, nose, or eyes. Well, now we have to get those masks, like I said last time. Now we have to actually get them. There's 4 scattered throughout the mansion. Of course, you have to get each one a different way. One of them is guarded by a boss, which I didn't actually know this until I read it recently. You can actually just grab it and walk out. But I'm not going to do that. That's probably only good for speedrunning. Because I want to get the weapon that I'm going to get from him. Also, yeah, there was a sign outside the door that basically said, "Hey, Jill, I left you some stuff." And it was from Barry. Alright, so the shotgun's not going to be used for the rest of the game. And there's a good reason why. And you will see later. Actually, I might have just said it earlier. I'm going to be getting a shotgun. I mean, it still stands. You're going to see it later, but I may have already said it. Actually, I'll take that later. Yeah, I think we're good right now. Let me just get this stuff in. Well, there's this little intermission here while I run around for a minute. There actually is another difficulty mode in this game, and it's called Real Survival. As you may have noticed, all of the little storage thingies here, chests, whatever you want to call them, are all linked, like a game should be. And you don't have to worry about having to go back and find out which one you may have put a certain key item into. In Real Survival, you don't have that luxury. Guess what? You have to figure out where they all went. You have to figure... They're not all linked, so you have to remember not only where everything is, but you also have to, you also have it immediately put onto hard mode, and there's no way to make it easier. No, actually, that's right, I can use the launcher, the grenade launcher in a sec. Yeah, that's probably what I'll be doing next. Okay, I'm gonna go visit Forrest. How about we do that? We go visit our buddy Forrest. The next scene. Or, let's just go in here first. Now that I can. Yeah, if you don't believe me that that's the armor key, I'll show you in a sec. Forgot to do that for you guys. See? Engraving of an armor. There you go. Now you guys don't have to assume that I'm lying. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Alright. That's a small little thing. We're going to be getting a key item, which we're going to be using later to get a very powerful weapon. Considering I'm not going to be getting Barry's Magnum like I stated in my last playthrough, this is probably going to be the strongest weapon in the game that you can get in any normal playthrough, minus special weapons. Once again, there was another door that Chris would have to have a small key for. As you can see for that split second, if you want to just back it up for a sec, you can see that I used a lockpick.
Jill.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this.
That's on board.
What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
I'm just, as a record, I'm not going to be going through the documents. There is the
Part that's torn off.
itchy scratchy thing that you might have read online, where there was one of the people who worked for the mansion went crazy because he was infected with the T-virus, became a zombie, and the last thing he wrote was basically itchy scratchy tasty. Yeah, you're not going to see that, unfortunately. Sorry. I don't feel like sitting and flipping through every single one. That's going to allow a lot of unneeded time onto these parts. Do I have a hair in my mouth? Sure fucking feels like it. Alright, so the puzzle here is not anything spectacular. You have to get the you have to get the right specimens in the right place. You have a fish hook, which you use that hook I just got, and the lure and the bee, and then there's the bee specimen. So you put the bee specimen here, and you put this here. That's all there is to it. Hit that. Or, no. Don't take that. There we go. Okay. Hit the switch, and this rises up, and we get this thing right here. Well, first we have this little scene where the bee comes to life and stings me, but hopefully I can grab it without getting hit. I don't think I've ever had really any luck. Oh wow, I actually did it. Yeah, if the bee hits you, they have a small chance of poison. I don't need that right now, considering there's no blue herbs. I think they have a small chance of poison, at least. I thought they did. Either way, they do a little bit of damage, and that's always something I don't want. I thought there was another one here. There it is. There's the other thing I was looking for. I guess it's an engraving. Alright, so let's open this up. This just contains a healing item. And a good old first aid spray. Free full heal. I can always use another one, not like I don't have a million already. Yeah, I can't hold anything anyways. I thought that I maybe have left something over there. I think I just left some herbs. I can worry about them later. I'm not used to these Japanese controls. Here's the problem. America got the whole X is for yes and O is for no. Well, Japan has it backwards. And honestly, theirs makes more sense than ours, but it's goddamn muscle memory. I do this playing Japanese games too. Or old PS games. I don't know who decided how, like, in Sony it was just like, we need to make things confusing. Alright, so now let's go visit Forrest. Let's go visit our old buddy Forrest. We're in about 15 minutes here? Okay. All about, a little over. Let me just unlock this door. I'll go to that later. I'll be going into that one door I just passed in a sec. Next. Okay, let's get the rocket launcher. Why do I keep calling it a rocket launcher? It's a grenade launcher. It doesn't shoot rockets. It shoots a different explosive. The rocket launcher is not available for me until the end of the game. I thought it froze for a sec. This game is just chugging this area, man. Hasn't been doing that in the entire game. I think I like to come in here once. Alright, so here's Forrest. Alright, so here's the grenade launcher. This is the Jill exclusive weapon. Instead, Chris gets a flamethrower that's highly, controversial on its usefulness. Gonna back up here. Okay, I think I got him. Okay. Alright, so now I have the grenade launch. This is a good time to talk about the different grenade rounds. You may have noticed earlier when I was inside the item room, I had a yellow greenish grenade round tip. That's the acid rounds that I was talking about earlier that do more damage to living enemies. I had a red tipped grenade rounds, which was the incendiary rounds. Now what those do is those actually burn zombies while you kill them, so you don't have to worry about them turning into a Crimson Head, but they are weaker in general. And the ones I have here, which are arguably the weakest and really don't have much use outside of just being extra fodder to use, is the explosive rounds, which do just as you expect. They explode and nothing more. I don't really know if there's anything special about them, just that they're basically the default round you get with it. Okay, I'm going to dump this really quick. I'm going to go do the next part. We're going to visit another friend of ours. His name is Richard. I think his name is Richard, at least. Okay, I just wanted to get that taken care of. Okay, we'll be using this in a bit. Right now, though, I don't need it, and it's just going to be taking up room. Okay. Let's see. Put that there. Okay. I'll equip it in a minute. I don't really need it at the second. This particular second. Okay. Onward and forward. So while I'm here, I'm going to go do this puzzle in here. This puzzle is entirely random. Well, it's not random. There's an easy way to do it. I just don't remember what it was. So it may take me a second. What I essentially have to do is, you see those suits that just moved forward? Well, basically, I have to make all three of them, four of them, have to go back in. But here's the catch. When I put one in, you may have noticed nothing else happened, but when I put this one in, that another one moves with it. See, that's the catch here. You gotta make sure all four of them go in, even though they can do that. Now, here's the problem. There's an easy way to do it, I just don't remember what it was. I think it was this one. Yes. I think it was this one. Yeah, I think I got it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe this one. Let's push this one back in. And push this one back in. There we go. Okay, I got it. Now what you have to do next is hit this button. Now, here's where the tricky part comes in. If I actually hadn't had them all in and I had pressed the button too early, the entire room would have gotten spewed with poison gas. And as I said earlier, you don't want to get poisoned at this current moment in time, because if you get poisoned, you really have no good way to heal it. This is a simple puzzle. Just have to hit both of the ones that correspond with the sun. And here's our first mask. This one is the mask with nothing. No eyes, nose, or mouth. Alright, so there's our first mask. And I might be able to collect one more before this part ends, but we'll see. I'm not going to be fighting the boss before that ends, though, unfortunately. Okay, so now let's visit our friend Richard.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
So we have to do exactly that. This part's actually on a timer. I'll have plenty of time, but basically, I have to run all the way to the first floor, safe room, to go get it. And so I will do exactly that. And away I go. Now, see, here's the only one part to heal yourself. Now, the first of us are going to be fighting, as you could probably guess, since he was just talking about it, is actually a giant snake by the name of Yawn, who is also poisonous. Once again, remember how I said you don't want to get poisoned. Yawn can poison you. And unless you are very good at dodging, which I am not, you will get poisoned. So your only option from there is to basically... Oh, I forgot that you're here. Is to basically, once you get poisoned, to come back to this safe room and get the serum. We'll burn his body in a sec. I gotta make sure I do that before I leave, because I do not need a Crimson Head on my hands. Okay. Just grab this. Later in a fuel canteen. Throw this in. I'll reload in a second, but I need to get moving. If I don't get back, he's gonna die before I get there. And if he dies, then I lose a very valuable weapon. Oh, yeah, it kind of is, Jill. It kind of is necessary. So you gotta get in the right spot. There you go. Oops. Okay, my aiming skills are clearly not up to par. If I shoot him on the stairs, then he can't. All he can do is throw up on me. You're better off doing it that way. Okay, he's still alive. Now I can burn him. Or not yet. Let's see if I can avoid this guy. Wherever he is. Oh, okay, he didn't move enough yet. Cool. Okay, that worked out. I needed to kill that zombie anyway, so that worked out. Otherwise, he'd be a big hassle getting back and forth. I try to only kill what's absolutely necessary, and he's a more or less necessary one. If I don't kill him, he is going to be a big bother later. Jill, stop running around circles. There we go. Okay, I think after this cutscene, I think I could get one more mask, and then I'm probably going to have to call it there. Because that'll be about 30 minutes. Be a little over. Not a big deal. Okay. Okay, good. I made it to him in time.
I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
I was kind of worried the two zombies might have screwed me, but I had to make it.
Here's my radio. Take it. Does it ever not hurt?
And I just got an achievement called Delaying the Inevitable.
I'm okay. The others...
Okay, so let me just grab these, and let's go get the next mask, which will be in a room with a bunch of plants, as you could probably guess by me saying a bunch of plants. We're going to make use of that one pesticide I've been carrying around with me for quite some time now. You'll see shortly. It is over yonder, down at the bottom of the other part of the mansion. Okay. Sorry, I mean, there's not really much to say right now. I don't really have anything really to say at the moment. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be a little over on time. Okay. Alright, so yep, the chemical used on plants, which we will be using for its exact purpose. Let me just reload my pistol, just in case. Okay. Always good to keep a loaded pistol, considering that this is about the only time I can really make good use of it. I forgot to take the lighter out of my inventory. Hold on. I need as much space as I can get for this next part. Let me just take that out. I don't need it at the moment. I actually forgot what door I have left to open. I might check that before the next part. Just unlock this door for later. There we go. Let me just press every wrong button first before I actually get the right one. Thanks, brain. AKA me. Okay. Now this is another quite easy puzzle. The puzzles aren't too terribly hard until we get to the other part of the game, which is the backyard. Now, as you can see, those plants in the middle will hurt me if I get too close, so I put the water. I checked to see which way is the water. I believe it was always a red one. And since it's being watered, now it's being watered by pesticide. So now I can safely move through. And now here's the catch, and here's the part where it gets really dickish if you're not careful. You probably noticed there's a green part to that lever. If you put it on the green part and spray the pesticide, you will kill every single one of these green herbs. Kind of a noob trap if you're not careful. Okay, so here's our second mask. The mask with no eyes. Cool. Alright. Now let's head back to the save room and call it a video. There might be a guy breaking through the window. Just a sec. Yep. 2 guys. I'll worry about him later. Not too important to worry about at this moment. Oh yeah, also, probably should have mentioned that little battery pack I picked up. I can actually use that for Jill's personal defense weapon. Remember how I said in the first video that Chris gets a flashbang and Jill gets her taser? Well, that's what you use as a taser. If I tase an enemy, it'll do some damage and knock him down. Like I said, Chris is 1,000 times better because even though you don't necessarily do any damage, if you shoot the grenade in their mouth, you blow their head off, which will not only kill them, but prevent them from becoming back as a Crimson Head. 2 ways to stop them: either blow their head off, or burn them. And if you can blow their head off, kills 2 birds with 1 stone, you kill them, and you don't have to worry about burning them later. Alright, so I guess this has been part 2. Once again, thanks for watching. We got any questions, comments, suggestions? Leave them down in the comments below. Give me a like if you like the video. If you dislike the video, please leave me a message in the comments. Let me know what I may have done wrong and I could improve on. And of course, as always, if you're looking for more videos, hopefully I'll be getting these out a bit faster. Like I said, I'm sorry about that too. Currently in college and it's been finals lately, so I probably won't have one out for another week or 2, but after that, I'm out of classes for the semester, and I've got the whole summer ahead of me, so should be getting more out then. So make sure to subscribe so that once I can get things rolling here, it'll really be a nice snowball and we can really get some games going. Unfortunately, there's probably going to be no Five Nights at Freddy's this week, but hopefully soon I can get the next night out. Anyways, thanks for watching. You know, like I said just a few minutes ago, subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you next time.